everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Leslie, and if you are new around here, and I do all types of videos on my channel, including lifestyle, crafting, reviews, cooking, a bit of everything really. So if you'd like, take a little look back at some of my previous videos, and if you see something that you like, then please subscribe and press the notification bell, and then you will know when I've done all my new uploads. So getting that all out of the way. It is so warm here in the UK. It's windy, it's rainy, it's stormy, but oh goodness me, is it humid. So uncomfortable. Also in this video I've done a couple of little crafting bits. You know what I'm like, but they didn't take too long to do, so it didn't really warrant to have a whole video on its own, so I've included it in this video as well. So I hope you like it. I have been busy doing some more crafting, so look out for those videos coming up really soon. I think one you will really like. I know lots of you were really looking forward to seeing what I did with that mirror. You know, the square mirror that I got in Poundland. Paid £5 for it, and I said I had something in mind for it. That's Elsie. Anyway, that's done, and it's where it's going to be, you know, where I intended it to be. So that is done now, so look out for that one coming really soon. Hi everyone, just a quick chat. I'm just sat here with one of my snack bars from the Live Clean plan from Muscle Food. Just to let you know that Elsie's in having her surgery now. I know following my last weekend vlog, quite a lot of you have asked me how she is. Has she got over the phantom pregnancy? Yeah, she has. She got well over that. She did have to have medication from the vets, like a hormone medication to dry up the milk, etc. And then of course we were booked in for today for her to be spayed. Otherwise, they said that she would probably, more than probably, have a phantom pregnancy after every season, which just wouldn't be good for her at all. So to avoid any of those issues, those problems for her, because she was so confused thinking that she had babies, in the fact that she was producing milk, etc. And given the fact that they can, if they have these phantom pregnancies, it can lead to things like ovarian cancer and infections in the womb, that sort of a thing. So it was suggested and really strongly recommended that we have her spayed. So yeah, she's in there now, she's having an operation now. The time now is 25 to 12. We were down there with her for 8:30 this morning, and the vets are going to call us between 2 and 2:30 just to let us know how everything is with her and what time we're looking at being able to pick her up. So when I go pick her up, I'll let you know, because I'm going to be so excited because I'm just so worried. And then when she's home, bless her, I'll pop her on camera just so that you can see that she's home and safe. So chat to you all in a bit. I'm going to finish eating this and try not to comfort eat. So I'm going to show you some more photographs of sort of how Elsie has been through the week. She's recovering so well. We sent pictures off to the vet as instructed for the vet to examine, and then we had a telephone consultation. The vet's calling back again next week, next Wednesday, just to see how she is, and again I send photos over to the vet again, because obviously this lockdown situation, you know. So yeah, she's doing absolutely brilliantly. She's running around with her toys, she's running around with her balls. She's just, in fact, it's trying to keep her rested a little bit more. She's still on her pain medication. She's only got a couple more days of that left, so yeah, it's been great. She's really taken well to it, so yeah, all happy about that. So of course when we picked her up she was so sleepy. She had to come home with pain medication. She'd also had another drip administered. I think this is all down to her having a phantom pregnancy. She couldn't get comfortable, so she was moving around quite a bit last night, so she had a lot of attention from us. Yeah, this is just a little alarm where her cannula went in, just in case you haven't seen this with any of your dogs before. Tried her with a cone this morning. She hated it, so I've ordered her a bodysuit that the vet recommended from Amazon, and this will be here tomorrow, and it will stop her being able to get to her wound, as you can see just by this little illustration by this dog wearing it. Yeah, hi guys, it's currently Wednesday. Thought it was Tuesday then for a minute, but it's currently Wednesday. I'm upstairs in the bedroom just chilling out on the bed with Elsie, just so that she can have a little bit of a sort of rest on her own, because of course we've got Oscar and Teddy as well, so it's just a little bit quieter for her to just rest up here on the bed, and she loves being up here anyway. She's had her afternoon medication, which is her pain relief, and once she's had that it kind of does sort of knock her out a little bit. So I'll turn the camera around and just show you what she's like and how relaxed she is, just to sort of fill you in a little bit about what happened. When they took her in there, when we took her to the vets, they obviously we went through all the consent form outside and everything, you know, social distance and all the rest of it. And so what they did is they took her in and just examined her mammary glands, because of course she's had the phantom pregnancy. The medication should have dried up all the milk, which it has, and it sort of restored her hormones back to like a normal function now. So they did that. Then they gave her some sedation through a little cannula, just so that she was a little bit more comfortable being examined and less stress for her. And also they said it would help her accept the anaesthetic a little easier. So they did all of that. Then she had her op. During her op they gave her an extra drip. And then during her recovery, we were kind of waiting for the phone call. They said they'd phone us about 2 o'clock, 2:30, but we didn't get the phone call until about 3:30, 4:45, and she said that the vet said that she had been in a bit of pain, quite a bit of pain, so they'd given her extra pain medication and they've prescribed some for her for 7 days. She didn't want to touch anything light to eat at all yesterday, but this morning she has, so that's, you know, that's all really good signs. On Friday the vet is going to ring for a consultation, but Friday morning I have to take a picture of her wound and email that over to the vets before they ring me, so they can have a really good look at her wound, you know, sort of obviously get a good photograph. So tomorrow we're taking her dressing off. She's got a dressing over her wound at the moment. This morning she tried to lick it a little bit, and I did try to sort of gently move her face away from it. She did growl a little bit because I think she instinctively she wants to clean it, but they've said that she mustn't. They did give us a cone for her, but she's got such a long neck that, you know, it doesn't even really sort of sit round her neck properly. And I thought I'd just keep you guys updated. So this isn't going to really be a weekend vlog. This is going to be about a week of Elsie's recovery, really. So I'll turn the camera around and I'll just show you what she's looking like. We have got a little little outfit, which is a little camouflage outfit, and I've got it on back to front on her to try and stop her from getting to the wound. And she's been very, very good with that on. Anyway, let me turn you around. So there she is. She's all snuggled up on the little sheepskin there and the pillow. She looks really cosy, really comfy. It's nice and peaceful up here for her. And you can see just how cosy and comfy she is. I'll talk to you all later. Bye, bye for now. She really doesn't like wearing this, but sometimes we do have to just pop it on her. And this is the photograph we had to email over to the vets for examination. As you can see, she's almost back to normal, playing on the bed with Teddy, with the little outfit that we kind of put on her to protect her wound. But yeah, she's getting back to normal. This is the little crafting project that I'm showing you in this video. So this little candle holder stand was on my fireplace. So I've taken a faux succulent from Poundland and I hot glued it onto the top so that it won't fall off, and taken some ivy from a garland, and I'm just cutting it. It's quite tough at the top because it's got some wire through it, and as you can see, I'm just bending it around the little succulents, the faux succulents, and I'll be sticking it in place and letting it sort of trail down the front so that it looks as though it's got an ivy as well, you know, like a trailing ivy as well as the succulent, and I was very happy with how it turned out. So yeah, really happy with it. And now you can see them back on the fireplace, and they just look so much better now. Thank you for watching. See you all in the next one. Take care. Bye.